people? How we doing, people? Mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm just trying out a couple things. We're gonna see how well this does or does not work. I think I'm looking a little clearer in this mug, bro. I don't know if maybe I'm tripping. But anyway, we back in full effect. We back in full MFing effect. It's your boy, Young. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't show my Jay-Z fandom right now with everything that's going on. Everything that's going on with him. But, yeah, this is a different little format. I'm going to go live here on YouTube and do a off-the-cuff kind of podcast recording, reaction type thing on the net, and then flip it. Glasses. And then flip it into a podcast on my YouTube channel. Cut it up and do everything that I need to do, like Vlad do. You know what I'm saying? Learning from the enemy. You know what I mean? No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be off the cuff. It's gonna be me talking, rambling, free thoughts, ideas. I got pen and paper here in case I say something or come across an idea I want to expand on later. But yeah, this is officially season 2 of the podcast. Season 1 was a learning experience. Learned a lot, had a lot of ups and downs. That's why I'm coming in here late today, is because I just did not know what I was doing on this. This is my first time going live, like actually going live and recording and doing something. So it's a lot of things I had to I had to figure out for my daggone self. The main one being that you know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna actually put a little note here. Season 2. Oops. What's that? Season 2, episode 1. Just for future reference. So yeah, this is officially season 2. We getting into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of me repeating myself. It's gonna be a lot of going over things probably 2 or 3 times because this is live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be hammering out the kinks and seeing what happens to go along with it. Yeah, I don't really got much to say. Still gonna be going live over on Twitch. So if you over there, then you know what to do. Follow me over there. I'm going there live pretty much 4 or 5 days a week. Typically Eastern Standard Time, like 7-8, between 7 and 8 in the morning. So y'all can see me on there. Make sure y'all stop by, check the kid out. Let me know what y'all up to. But yeah, I'll be going live from here, trying to get this channel monetized. Trying to see what is and ain't possible, man. I'm excited. I'm excited at the possibilities. This is going to be a relatively short one. Let me know what y'all up to. Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure everything's recorded, like I said, well, because it's just me right now rocking Dolo, trying to make sure it's all smooth, so we'll see how it go. I lost my podcast partner in crime, so right now it's just going to be me for a little bit on my other, excuse me, hearing on my other stuff. So make sure y'all check it out. Make sure y'all support. We're going to be doing the daggone thing, man. Yeah, I ain't really got much to say. You feel me? We got a lot on the podcast today. We got Neyo saying he want Gatekeepers on the Bag Fuel podcast. I got a lot to say about that, man. I just hearing something like that come out of his mouth is crazy, especially because you know, I mean, we're not gonna get into it right now, but just know I got a lot to say about that. I got a lot of commentary about that. As well as the 2026 NBA All-Star Game just happened this past weekend, and I was pleasantly surprised with the gameplay. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was already writing it off that it was going to be a whack contest, you know what I'm saying? That it was going to be trash and whack, but I rather enjoyed it. Anthony Edwards and Wemby is official. They're going to be the 2 competitors in this coming generation, like America versus France, like 2 different countries, 2 different personalities. And Edwards is definitely like, yo, chest out, like, yo, I'm cocky, this is what I do type thing. Wemby is definitely more humble, like, yo, I'm great, but we don't got to talk about it type thing. So that's dope as hell to me. Yeah, so we got that coming up. And then we got Tubi hollering at Cartoon Network. Tubi is coming up in the world, but we're going to get into that as well, man. We're going to jump into the podcast, and we're gonna see what's popping. In the meantime, I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to get my act right, and then we're going to jump into what Neyo said. So bear with me for a second. I ain't going to change it. Y'all going to see the raw rugged. Y'all going to see what's going on behind the scenes. Got my flash shirt on. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Chilling doing me. Oh, snap. Oh, man. Chilling doing me. My bad. Okay. So, with that being said, let's get into what Neyo said about the industry needing gatekeepers, which is wild business to me. Let me shrink this down right now. Okay. Nah, don't get out the way. Just shrink down for me. Cool. All right. Let me put on the headphones. Make sure it's coming through the speakers, and we're gonna rock out. It's not coming through the speakers. See? And this is why you troubleshoot things before it becomes a real issue. Is it coming through the headphones? No. Let's try now.
About the business.
There we go. See, this is why you double and triple check everything. All right, let's get back into it. This is Neyo about Gatekeepers.
Bag fuel, baby.
What is something that you didn't realize that you was gonna hate about the business?
I was told very, very early on about the whole smoke and mirrors, the whole smoke and mirrors element of the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
I believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, right? I was told that.
Mm.
And it's one thing for somebody to say that to you in hopes that it preps you for when you're actually approached with the situation where now it's in your face, right? Somebody telling you that does not prep you. It doesn't, you know. I remember thinking that certain things were real and then learning that they weren't, and it's just like it's like
That's a
the
dope
day
chain,
you learn
though.
that Santa Claus wasn't for real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of something in you dies a little bit. Like, oh damn, so that's not. Wait, but I thought, oh wow, okay. And it's like, no, the person that worked the hardest don't always get the victory. No, the person
That's
with the best
facts.
song don't always get the reward. No,
Facts.
if you didn't pay for this and he did, guess who gets it? You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
just stuff like that.
You think
Payola.
about like how far the machine goes, because you mentioned Santa Claus, and I think about how has the tradition kept going. People keep letting the story go, knowing it's not real. That's how I think about what you said with the music industry. I'm like, this been going on for 100 years, and they just circling it around and playing with people, and then you're like, why all the smoke and mirrors? Do the majority of the public need the fantasy? I think about our military when they're like, we can't release all this information. People might go crazy and start rioting.
But the key word and everything you just said is might. They don't know that would happen, but they assume that it might, and they move like they're prepping for the worst. You know? And that's the same thing with the music industry. A group of people got together and decided that the world is too dumb to know exactly what they want, so we're gonna tell them what they want.
But
And
it's true, though.
That's what it's been ever since. That's what it's been. It's true, but it's not, because now, you know, the gatekeepers have kind of been shut down a little bit. It's like there was a point in time where the only music you knew was the music that came on the radio or the music that you went to the store and bought yourself, right? That was it. Now we have Apple Music and Spotify and Tidal and all of these places where you can go in and search whatever the hell kind of music you want, create your own playlist, your own damn radio station basically, and do it yourself. Like nobody's telling you what to do so much anymore, at least not
But you can't
directly
do
in
it.
your face.
But then you sacrifice the paycheck.
Since I'm not telling you what to do, and anybody can do it, now we're gonna give you 0.004% streams, right? But when we was gatekeeping, because everybody said, I said on many shows, that if you don't gatekeep, you don't get Neyo. You don't. You have to gatekeep.
I wish that I could disagree with you. I can't.
You can't. You have to gatekeep to get Neyo.
So, you feel gatekeeping would be a good thing?
I feel like too much access is a bad thing.
Yeah.
See,
It's a bad thing. Like, do you recall when there was a thing called artist development, where they actually before the world saw you, they put you in training so that when you got in front of a camera and they put a microphone in your face, you actually sounded like you could talk a little bit. You remember that? Like, do you remember the A&R person that sat with you and helped you piece together this project, this piece of art that was going to represent you for the next 3-4 years?
Yeah,
like, that was a thing. And all of that, unfortunately, was a part of the gatekeep.
What you said earlier, though, because there's so much access. I told Esso, there used to be a time you could say you were an A&R, and that was a big...
That's not gatekeeping, and what Neo's describing is two completely different things. Saying that gatekeeping and someone developing someone as an artist before they got through, he's confusing record labels with actual gatekeepers. Gatekeepers were in the record label, yes, but record labels is too it's like saying, yo, I want to go to the store, but at the store, I might get shot. It's like, okay, that might be a possible part of what's going on in there, but why would you think that is the main part of what a record label does? Like, why would you be like, I might get shot at the store, so I just got to make sure that I don't go to the store? It's like, no, bro, record labels exist, right, to do things. Like, we got connections with other networks. We can make sure you work with this artist. We know a guy. We know the people over at this arena, so we can get an artist there to make sure we can get promotion for marketing over here so everybody can eat. Like, record labels at one point were banks and networks. That's all it was. You work with this artist. We know this person at this radio station that can break this artist here. That this artist really ain't did nothing. It's really not that good. I mean, because he talking like, yo, these record labels didn't let no trash out. I mean, Vanilla Ice was an artist, yo. I mean, we've had trash artists in the past. It's not like every artist that ever came out in U.S. history was like some kind of master dance, Michael Jackson. We wasn't pushing out Michael Jacksons over here. I remember Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige still can't dance. Shout out to Mary J. Hey, we love you, girl. But some people just can't dance. 3LW, loved them to death. They was two-stepping the hell out of their music videos. We're not going to act like everybody was just a breakdown. Oh, these record companies just majored into be something that you wasn't. Nah, bro, we're not going to do that. And then to put that there and to be like, well, in order to make sure that we have great artists, in order to make sure that we have superior artist development, we have to have gatekeepers. Oh, my bad. We have to have gatekeepers. Like, bro, what you talking about? No. Gatekeepers keep the gate. This ain't gonna pass and let hey, you gotta look a certain way. Beauty standards used to be fair skinned, built like a 12-year-old boy, prepubescent child, no curves whatsoever. Victoria's Secret just now starting to get thick women. Shout out Victoria's Secret. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Rihanna and Fendi. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, curvy women. Sorry, I was, shout out them. But that's what I'm saying. Like, what does he mean? Like, yo, we need gatekeepers. No, you need artist development. Don't confuse the two, big dog. Because gatekeepers mean like, hey, we let you in this movie, but you gotta, so you gotta put on this dress. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't mean nothing. It's just we need to push a certain image and idea to a population of people. But it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good wizard is. You know what I'm saying? That's what they try to sell people, bro. That's what they really try to sell people on. Like, you need the system. Like, what you mean? Okay, some of the music ain't great, but it was heading this way anyway. Don't act like the music was just progressively getting better. Like it was just 15,000. It was like Kendrick Lamar was a drop in a bucket. It was hundreds of them, thousands. Music, hip hop music specifically, you can see the change in the people that we call the megastars. It ain't no megastars right now, but the megastars in what's going on right now. I mean, because we got to keep it a buck. We went from the Biggies and the Tupacs and the Jay-Z's and the Nas's to now we don't even have like a superstar. They just released and said ain't no big hip hop rap artists on the top 100 billboards. That mean ain't no crossover artists, bro. That mean there's not one rapper that is getting mass over, cross standing appeal. Now, that's not to say that white people not listening to him. That's a completely different thing. I'm talking about the average music listener that just cut on pop, cut on the regular radio station and be like, oh, okay, what's playing today? They not gonna hear NBA Youngboy. Future was Drake was really the only thing we get, and that's because, he dabbles in the singing. I mean, just rap. Say what you want to about the 90s and 2000s. 50 Cent, Eminem, rap artists that rapped. I mean, 50 Cent did a little singer here and there, you know what I mean? But for the most part, rappers rapped. Now it's like if you're not harmonizing, if you're not Kid Cudi-ish, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of took the Kid Cudi style, which is crazy. I mean, Cleveland don't get enough respect, especially not for me. I'm from Cincinnati. It's F them all day. But as far as like Bone Thugs and Harmony coming out, rapping and singing and harmonizing, Kid Cudi coming along, harmonizing and kind of doing like a hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Flowistic kind of style. That's the only way you're going to cross over these days. And there's not a lot of rappers doing that. It's a lot of mumble rap, but mumble rap is not mumbling. Mumble rap is not melodic. Some people do it well. Lil Baby was doing well, but he got that gun charge. I don't think he ever got, one American only gonna look at you a certain way, and you got a felony charge. It's like, all right, well, your book is closed. So, I mean, it just depends. I don't even know who you would consider like somebody that's heading that way. Because you got to be able to dabble in two worlds. You got to be able to dabble like, I rap, I'm part of this life, but I also got this, and I also got the look, and I also got the style. It's like, it's a lot of things. And it's like, I don't know. I got a hot take. Since the destruction of organized crime, a lot of these young up-and-coming rap artists ain't got a chance no more, bro. There used to be drug dealers and stuff used to support artists. Like, hey, we moving this work over here, but we need to legitimize these artists in these streets. Hey, man, everything on phones now, my guy. You done got the RICO before you even hit the street, before your music even popping. You know what I'm saying? Your homeboy get hit with the RICO, he financing your music. Hey, you off with him. You can't even start the rap career. And if you do, you already excluded out of pop starism because your star is gone. Your innocence level is gone. Not saying you innocent. But that's why I think Drake gonna take a major hit. I mean, I don't really think anything gonna come of this Drake lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like he's guilty of a lot of stuff, but some of the stuff in the suit, it's like, bro, come on, man. This is just basically suing for damages. Like, this ain't even no. I thought the RICO was, he going bye, my boy. Nah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to poo-poo on nobody parade, but it's just like with the NBA investigation. I was expecting a lot. Like, when that broke, I was like, oh, and then you read it, and it's like, oh, was gambling with some glasses, and somebody told their friend, I ain't gonna really do this. Like, I thought this was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got mob bosses smoking a cigar, like, let me tell you what LeBron need to do tonight. You got Adam Silver just getting held up by two dudes. That's what I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, it's some gangster shit. It's like, this is the wackest. I feel like gangsterism in 2026 is just severely, like, not what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get salacious with it. I just imagine Adam Silver at the table just reading over the contracts, and it just a big dude named, Big Swole with a bat just, so you gonna sign that? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody wore some glasses and a dude texted his friend, yo, I'm not feeling well. Come on now. Like, come on now, big dog. What we doing? What we doing, big dog? But that's just where I'm at with it, bro. I just need some more drama in my life. But back to the Neyo thing. My bad. I'm rambling and talking here. Back to the Neyo thing. It's crazy to me that he would even say that from that perspective. You were part of the machine. And another thing that gatekeepers do, not necessarily record companies, is they abuse their artists. Gatekeepers keep the gate. Like, this is not a fond term of a positive, like, well, it's just, abuse, right? No. Gatekeepers is not a positive term, my guy. These are people that want things a certain way. Having a standard to you need to be able to sing, dance, and rap and have some other skill sets is different than being like you need to compromise your morals in order to get through. Like, no, absolutely not. Do artists need structures? For sure. Do artists need people to be able to develop them? Absolutely. But they also need to not be taken advantage of, which gatekeepers do a lot of. We all know somebody in the city. I'm not trying to put nobody business out there, but it's in order to get into some clubs, in order to get some people who own some clubs, you got to get to know them personally. And it's not just a simple, hi, my name's just like, okay, what can you do for me? Like, I'm going to need you to hook me up with a little something on the side. I don't know. People just like to stunt. That's all. There's a lot of you scratch my back, I scratch yours when it's like, that's gatekeeping. That's like, people just want an equal playing field. That's all they want. They want like, if I'm good, let me be good. Now, I don't want to have to meet with you on a dark Saturday evening and pay for a meal. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's too much. Let my skill speak for my skill. Or at least let me try and fail. But you got to, oh man, I'm about to speak. You got the same 10 artists doing your club, bro. Ain't nobody got mass appeal. But because they bringing you some money in, you know what I'm saying? Because you're getting a little bit of a check here and there. You know what I'm saying? You're not willing to take a risk on the artist. And I get it. It's a business. But I'm speaking from a bitter artist. That's all it is, bro. I used to be that dude. I used to be the dude. You know what I'm saying? And then a banana. You know, I'm just that was a terrible example of my bars. I'm definitely deleting that part. But you know what I'm saying? I just hand banana, bro. That's so random. That is an Aqua Teen Hunger Force thing to look like a glove. That's hella random. But back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild to me that somebody that was part of the machine, part of the system, part of the problem would be like, not part of the problem, but in the middle of the problem. Like, bro, you work with people that have gripes against their record companies and gripes against people that they consider gatekeepers. There's a reason a lot of people that had to be broke through with another artist. Like the reason that Nicki Minaj and Drake and all them popped was because they attached themselves together. Not saying that they're the gatekeepers, but the record label was like, we need to make sure these people work together because you're not coming in alone. Like it's a lot of stuff. You couldn't just rap to rap back in the early 2000s. You couldn't just if you wasn't coming as part of a clique, as like part of G Unit or Bad Boy or somebody big under Interscope. Like if you ain't no Dre, if you just as an artist with no structure or no support system, that's a problem. But it's also a problem if you say, hey, you're not gonna be able to break with them unless you contort your style to that. That's a gatekeeper. We don't need that. I agree with the structure. I don't agree with gatekeeping. So it just drives me crazy as somebody who did music that was like, yo, as long as I rap well, as long as I'm willing to work with people, as long as I'm kind, as long as I'm like, it's like, no, that's not enough, big dog. I mean, like I say, it's a business. I'm speaking altruistically. You know what I'm saying? Rappers gonna rap, promoters gonna promote, marketers gonna market. I get it. But I can complain if I want to, damn it. The hell with all of them. But I mean, it is what it is. I still do rap. I just don't release music no more. And then plus nowadays, bro, it feel like the flow, you just be flowing. I feel like I'm like the hip, the hop, the hip, hop, dip, dop, don't stop. But boogie to the bang, bang, boogie, you don't stop. And that's how I feel like when I rap now, listening to like all the mumble rappers and stuff. It's like, bro, my era of music is gone. With like lyrical lyrics, lyrical miracle spirituals, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that era is gone. I be hearing the stuff on the radio. I be like, goodness gracious, bro. Like I said, outside of like Kendrick Lamar and obviously like Drake and you get some throwback artists. I even give you Kevin Gates, Kodak Black. I like their lyrics, but some of the other stuff I hear on the radio now is like even Kodak Black now is like, oh yeah, he been around for a minute type. Like I mean, new artists, like what they consider like last 3-4 years. It's like, whoo, goodness gracious. The one hit, I don't know the one hit wonders, but I be hearing songs on the radio. I'm like, you don't mean to be mean about nothing, but you're like, this motherfucker, he not about to, you don't see a future in a lot of people's styles. You be like, this probably it for my boy. Like, you better hope you own. And that's another thing about Gatekeepers. They get you in these contracts, and then you have one hit song, and they be like, yeah, you release the second one, and then we're going to blow up, and you release the second one, and it's not as good, but now you in debt to the record label. You see how these rappers release a couple albums and they get real big, blow up, buy back their masters, and then never release another album again. It's because they have a terrible experience in the record label, in the record industry. Or somebody own their masters and they publishing, so they're really not making no money off of it. 360 deal is they get 360 degrees of your income. They get everything, any income you got coming in, they get a portion of it. As opposed to an agent fee, where it's like, I get 10% of the money I bring you. I bring you a contract with Nike for $1 million. I get 10%. I get my 100,000. You get your million. 900,000. 1 million minus my 100,000 as an agent. You get 900,000 as the talent. That's a fair deal. But then you getting 10% of my contract. I mean, you getting 10% of the deals you get me, but you also getting 10% of miscellaneous business that just comes up because I'm a celebrity now. Like, I'll drop an album, but then they want me to be in a movie. And they like, oh, yeah, be in the movie. But then they get 10% of that, too. It's like, but you didn't make that. They like me because of the song. Well, they heard the song because we got you on the radio. It's like, yeah, but you didn't. That's indirect business. But that 360 deal, we're going to need that 10%. You need 10% of your merch. Your digital assets. Sales on the internet that we don't really got no business doing. People just buy it up. We want 10% of that, too. Not just the mechanicals of your song. Mechanicals is playing on the radio and spins and stuff like that, and performance kind of royalties that you get. Not just that, but 10% of other 360 degrees of you, every angle that income comes in, we gonna need 10% of that, big dog. Now, you might be able to fight like child support or something like that, but record companies want their money. And I don't necessarily 100% disagree with that. I understand how they could be like, we got to cover our butts. I feel you. But if I come to you and I'm already a hot artist or I'm already developed, you need to cut back on some of that. And that's where negotiating to me begins. Gatekeepers are like, you either do this or you don't do this. Not only are we not letting you in, we telling every other label not to let you in. And sure, maybe 1 or 2 will take a risk on a couple of these artists, but if we do that 10 times, not all 10 of y'all gonna make it. If we tell 10 people, oh yeah, this girl right here, she a hoe. What you mean? We ain't work with her because she a hoe. She was sucking slob and you out here like, bro, I ain't even meet them in person. That's a gatekeeper, making sure that they shut you down. So this point of view to me is crazy. This point of view to me is like, bro, you were in the machine. You got to experience people getting screwed over, and you still think that you want a gatekeeper, that they right. Like, Neyo, bro, what we talking about, big dog? Like I say, yes, we need standards in the music industry. Like I said, y'all need a union. Y'all been needed a union, but y'all won't come together for that. But y'all come together, you'll come together for a gatekeeper. Come on, bro. Gatekeepers are by force. This is not like you have an opportunity. It's like, no, you can form what we want or you're not getting through. Like, bro, come on, big dog. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this to people who got talent and skill and ability. and just want to be treated fairly. Not the uggos, you know what I'm saying? You ugly. I'm sorry. Hey, it ain't fair, big dog. That's why, hey, look, the only genre you can really succeed in being ugly is like rap. You know what I'm saying? Biz Markie had a very successful rap career. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, top rapper in the world. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is very inclusive as far as your looks go. Pop, you gotta be like old and like wise. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like damn near a Bob Dylan type, where it's like, oh, he's not a sex symbol. But like hip hop is like, yo, whatever you look like, as long as you got bars and a dope beat, come on, bro. We rock with you. But I don't know, man. I just think it's crazy to even like. I don't know if he's like coming from somebody that really got down with like R&B, maybe. Like he feel like it's a lot of R&B artists that don't do it, but bro, you can't. That can't be your mindset, bro. We all deserve a chance, and you know, thinking like that is crazy, dangerous, crazy. But yeah, man, that's it for that one. We gonna jump to this next topic. What we got? So, NBA All-Star Weekend was this past weekend, and it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. And Edwards and Wemby is real. The competition, the physicality, the competition. Let me just say that it wasn't a lot of like defense and nothing going on. You know, Wemby was upset because Karl Anthony Towns whiffed on some defense there at the end of that game, and they lost on a Scotty Barnes jumper, which was pretty nice actually. I was like, Scotty Barnes, no, he can't shoot, but hey, if you leave an NBA player open, they'll sink it. But I thought it was good. I thought they did pretty well this year. World versus US, put a little extra competition in it, you know, because USA we a little arrogant on this side. You know what I'm saying? We don't we don't give a darn. You know what I mean? We competing. We trying to win. That's what we do. Like we might hate each other, but we better than your country. You know what I'm saying? That's how we think. We delusionally arrogant on this side. You know what I'm saying? It could be. It's kind of like. We all got a little bit of New York in us. It's a little Florida in New York in every American. Like if you put the average, like if in a life or death situation, right? And it's an alligator on the floor, and you like, yo, I'm in my bedroom with an alligator right there. Just, oh snap, how am I gonna survive? I say a good 60%. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Think you wake up, it's an alligator on the floor. You like, oh, I need to get out of my room. How would you get out of your room? Okay. I think a good 50% of people would just go, I'm gonna hit the alligator, knock him out, get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna incapacitate the alligator. The average American ain't never even been in the same city as an alligator. But I guarantee you, 60% of people thought, I could just hit that alligator. I could just hit him real quick. You don't know how much force it take to knock out an alligator, but you thinking, hey, I could just knock out the alligator. Hey, you know, hit him with the 1-2. He stumbled him. I'm gone. The correct answer is run your ass out that room. Don't try to be Mr. Oh, I'm gonna knock out the gator. You nigga, you're not. In no world are you about to right hook a gator and get up out of there. It's either beeline for the door or say your last will and testament, because it's deuces. Although I did see a Florida dude, he had a fry patty. He hit that gator, and gator was like, damn. Even the gator was like, this folk tripping. But that's what I mean. Like, Americans, we all got a little bit of Florida craziness, Florida moxie, arrogance, and New York attitude in us. I don't care what the reason is. We gonna throw it in your face, bro. I mean, the NBA, we play the best basketball in the world. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with the economy. Ain't got nothing to do with immigration. But hey, look, America, what we do right is basketball and entertainment, baby. Hey, it's what we do over here. You know, number one economy in the world, big dog. That's all we got. Education system in the toilet. But hey, it's what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? Wages falling, dropping like it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg would be proud of the wages in this country. But hey, dab over 50,000, my guy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. America gonna be right. All right? We gonna be right before we wrong. And even if we wrong, we thought we was right. So are we really wrong? That's what it means to be an American. And I'll be damned if I don't love it. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, for the red, white, and blue. But it is what it is, man. My bad. I just went on a tangent. Really about nothing. This is why I missed the podcast. This is why I miss it. This is what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be going live here a lot more often. Went on for a little bit longer than I wanted to, but on this last little note right here, no, let me get back to it. What I was saying was, I think the NBA All-Star game, hot take, the NBA All-Star game was better than the Super Bowl. This NBA season, let me say it again. This NBA season, see, my phone hating on me. Racism. That's what I be talking about. Nah, but this NBA season so far has been better than the NFL season. Let that simmer. Let's bring that back one time. The NBA came back to NBC this year. More games. Took it away from TNT. I like TNT because they had Inside the NBA. Now ESPN got it. LeBron and Wemby and Ant. Mahomes been out. We ain't had the real villain. I'm just saying. Super Bowl game was trash. Dumpster juice. Now, I didn't watch the Bad Bunny performance, but I didn't care. This is not a political statement. I've never heard a Bad Bunny song. I've listened to maybe 3 Super Bowls in my life. Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, and a little bit of the Prince one. Outside of that, hell no. I couldn't tell you who did it before Dr. Dre, if I'm being honest with you. It is what it is. Shout out Jay-Z. I think he's done a great job with the controversy, including that in and getting big and doing the daggone thing. But outside of that, and even that, it got 130 million views. I guess I didn't watch it. I'm damn sure not watching the Kid Rock one. Now let me be frank. I might have popped my head in for a couple seconds during that Super Bowl. Like, oh, what's that? Okay, I don't get it, and I was gone. But the Kid Rock one, hell to the no. You got to be crazy. I don't even know who the other artists were, but Kid Rock by himself, there was no. I've never seen Kid Rock on television. I'm not about to watch this fool go hibba the bow. However his music sounds, I'll never know. And they got posts about him saying some pedophilic stuff on the. Hey, y'all can have him. I just didn't care. I truly didn't care. So shouts out to them. But all of that was a pass for me. NBA been much better. I've been able to view it easier now. Now that it's gone off TNT, ESPN got it, and they upload stuff all the time on YouTube, and they got better not halftime shows, post-game shows. I think the NBA might be doing better than the NFL content-wise. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. Now, does the NFL get more views? Absolutely. NFL's America's sport. Can't top that. Now, NBA's killing them worldwide, but that's for a conversation for a different day. Views have been up in the NBA since they came back to the NBC. Is the NFL falling? Because as bad as the NBA All-Star game was, at least we had the 3-point contest. At least there was that to look forward to. Nobody looks forward to NFL Pro Bowl week. Nobody. Not a soul. What was his name? Tyrod Huntley made it a couple years ago. Shedeur Sanders this year. They looking for anything they can to get an eyeball, an extra eye or two to watch it. They didn't abandon the game. At least the NBA was like, we need to make this better. NFL was like, to hell with the game. Just take off the pads and just let's play flag football. So you tell me who's doing better. Is it more physical? Sure. It's cool. It's less games. So you tell me who's doing better. What you got to look forward to. Break it down for me, because I just need to know. I know somebody out there mad right now. Somebody just, what the NFL, let me just tell you. I know your blood boiling. I know somebody out there right now that got a whole letter for me right now in the chat. But hey, it is what it is. I said what I said. Yeah, man. NBA might be doing better. We'll see. Last topic today, man. Tubi becomes the new Cartoon Network next month. So, past couple of years, HBO Max has gradually removed several classic Cartoon Network series. For fans of the show like the Powerpuff Girls, Scooby-Doo, and Ben 10, it's been a rough time, but good news. And for those and more are jumping over to Tubi. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Yeah. So, okay, we got it kicking off on March 1st. We got a whole bunch. I'm going to probably share this somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Where I got this from. I'll probably just share the link in the chat. Of where the actual of where I got this from. Gizmodo, I guess. It's over in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess y'all can actually see what I'm seeing. That might actually help. So yeah. These are all the ones that they say are gonna be coming on over. Adventures of Batman. I'm cool on that. Brave and the Bold, definitely watch that. Ben 10, absolutely. I saw Teen Titans over on Amazon. But Dexter's Lab, bro. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'm about to catch up on some Courage. It's been a while. It has been a while. But, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that Tubi's just been growing and growing. Like, Tubi started as, obviously, just one of the quick channels. And then over the years, like, it might need to be studied. They might be going to be the next Netflix. On some real-ish. They might be growing to be the next new Netflix. If you think about it. Because they started with, like I say, just as a quick channel. Then they started getting their own content. Then they started getting like the cheap, the terribly cut like black movies. Like, I know there was an era of blaxploitation. This has got to be like waxploitation. Like, this is the era of waxploitation. Like, just an all around whack movie. But it's like it's good for what it is. You know what I mean? But it's pretty bad at the same time. But it's entertaining. Like, that's got to be what this is. It's like, this is the whack. Like, they kind of exploit these people who don't know no better when to put out something. Like, your name is attached to a whack movie. Like, that's probably destroying your reputation, your credibility. But you'll do it because it's your only opportunity. That's what I mean. It's not as blaxploitation was like it played on the stereotypes of people at that time and try to build up white heroes, but basically exploited black stereotypes at the time in movies. Oftentimes, the main cast not even getting paid or residuals or the kind of contracts that average Caucasian counterparts were being paid at the time. So it's different, but waxploitation is close. You destroying your name just to get an opportunity, because I bet you a lot of the people never gonna work again. A lot of these film studios still hold a grudge. They're like, oh yeah, she did that movie. Pull up her IMDb. Oh, she did a Tubi movie. Oh. But Tubi's going to rake in the views and the subscribers, and they can becoming universal names, and they'll just keep pushing out movies until, while this girl over here, because you attached your name to this movie 5-6 years ago, you can't get no work. That's what I mean with waxploitation. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I smoked too much this morning. But that's where my mind is, okay? That's where my mind is. What's going on with my man's dome? Bruh. What is happening in this picture? Dear Lord, my man. The dome on this man. Whew. Look at that, bruh. That is wild. He got the nerve to have a dog, bruh. Put that dome on, bruh. Oh, damn. He got a thought on him, don't he? Call him the thinker, my boy. All right. Hey, I'm going to get on off here, man. I'm just over here talking. I appreciate y'all. Be kind, be dope, but more important than anything else, be yourself. And I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.